Welcome back to my channel. This week's video is going to be a Q&A answering all of your guys' questions about my pregnancy. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed and have post notifications on. First question is, are you doing a birth vlog? And I've actually had a lot of people ask this, which it's not that weird of a question, but I feel like I just assume that any like YouTuber who ever does get pregnant will do a birth vlog because so many people do. We are planning on doing a birth vlog. I want to have like a birth vlog that's actually a vlog video, and then I also want kind of like a nicer video too. Next question, how did you know that you guys were actually ready to start trying to have a baby? Both of us kind of had a list of things that we wanted to do before we had kids. I feel like for the most part, we have completed those like bucket lists of things. By the time we have our baby, we will be married for almost 4 years. We have our careers in place with YouTube and everything that we do, and we also have like not just YouTube, but a bunch of like other things on the side. We've traveled a ton, which was such a big one. This next question is also super popular. It says, names you love but won't be using. I've had a ton of you guys ask if we're gonna be doing like a names that we love but won't be using a video. It's kind of like a tag that has started, and we will be doing that, so I'm not gonna answer in this video, but farther along in my pregnancy we will do that video. How many kids do you want? Parker and I have both always said that we want 4 kids. We both have 4 in our families. The next question is also really popular, and it says, do you have any names picked out yet for your baby girl? And we actually do have a name, and guys, I for like my entire life growing up thought for sure I would not be the person who like names their baby before it's born. Like obviously there's not anything wrong with that, but I just thought for myself I would have a list of like 2 or 3 top names, and then I would need to like see my baby and decide which name fit best. But we actually do have a name for her that we are pretty set on. We're not going to announce it until after she's born, just because I don't know if we change our minds or something. I'm like pretty set on it, but we just aren't going to announce it until after she is born. Are you guys going to use Parker's last name for the baby's last name? Yes, we are. A lot of you guys know that I never legally changed my name when I got married. It's still just Aspyn Ovard. I thought that I would maybe like change my name eventually, but honestly I don't think I ever will, just because it's a pain and I don't really care. I don't think that it's gonna feel weird either to have like a different last name than my baby, because we're still like Aspyn and Parker and baby Ferris, so it's not legally my last name, but it is like my married last name. So the baby is gonna have Parker's last name. We are not doing Ovard Ferris or like hyphenating. I don't see the point in that. Her last name is just gonna be Ferris. If you got pregnant again afterwards, would you want a boy or a girl as your second baby? I was actually thinking about this the other day, and I don't know, because in my family it alternates. It goes girl boy girl boy. So if it's a girl, that would kind of be like a fun surprise, but I feel like I'm more expecting it to be a boy just because that's how it is in my family. Is the baby's name unique or kind of common? It is definitely unique. I don't know any babies, I don't think, with this name. Even if I like Google it, like nothing really comes up, so it's definitely unique. Next question, have you been gaining weight? Yes, so far I have gained about 3 or 4 pounds, just depending on like what I ate the day before and when I weigh myself. But I started off at like 108 pounds, and now I just weighed myself and I was 112. Next question, are you scared to give birth? I feel like it's just too far away for me to like really be processing that I have to do that. Throughout my entire life, for some reason, I have always been so scared of giving birth and just thought like, I don't know how I'm ever going to do that. I have such a low pain tolerance. At this point in my pregnancy, I'm just like super excited. Right now I'm not super scared, but I feel like as it gets closer and as it like sets in, I will be more nervous. Nursery theme or color scheme. Her nursery we probably won't start on for quite a while. I do want it done before she's born, even though for the first little bit she's gonna like sleep in our room, but I just think it'll be nice to like have that process completed before she's born. I think her nursery is gonna be just like mostly neutrals and kind of like boho, kind of similar to like our room, but a baby room. Is there anything about your pregnancy so far that has been unexpected? Honestly, I think how easy it's been so far has been really unexpected, because you just don't know like how your body is going to handle it. I know that things will get worse over time as like my pregnancy goes on, and I have like, you know, all the different pains and like other symptoms that I will deal with. I thought my first trimester would definitely be worse, but overall so far being pregnant has been just like kind of fun. What are your fears when it comes to being a new mom? I am super big on I don't even know what the exact quote is, but it's like you can't pour from like an empty glass or whatever. So like you have to take care of yourself first to be able to take care of others. And I think that is so important, but also at the same time to like make sure you're taking care of yourself while you also have a newborn baby. That's obviously just not going to be easy. I know that I'll figure it out and be fine. Next question, are you planning on breastfeeding? I kind of already answered this, yes. Then it says natural birth and who will be in the room with you. And for natural birth, I had a lot of people asking, like, are you planning on natural birth or a C-section? And so when people say natural birth, in that sense, I don't know if they're meaning like not a C-section or if they're actually meaning like natural, like no epidural. I am planning on just like a natural birth, meaning like not a C-section. I want you guys to comment down below, like, does anyone plan a C-section like from the beginning? Obviously, if you have like twins or triplets or whatever, sometimes your doctor will like really encourage that and like that's gonna be your plan. But for just like a single baby, I don't know, I just thought it was interesting that a lot of people were asking if I was planning a C-section, which I am not. Also, for who will be in the room with me, I just want Parker and my mom, and then I also want a photographer, and I'm trying to decide if I want my sister to be in the room. I kind of want her to film a video, not the birth vlog, but the actual like better quality video. How do you think Luma will react to baby girl? I don't know. Luma is a puppy. She's only 5 months old. She's never been around a newborn baby before. She's been around some 1-year-old babies and she is obsessed with those. She loves babies or like anything small that is her size. She like goes crazy and gets super excited. As puppies get older, like obviously they mellow out a little bit. So she'll be almost 1 when the baby is born. So I think she'll be just like a little bit more calm, just like overall as a dog. But I honestly have no idea how she's gonna react. A lot of you guys also asked if she like notices that I'm pregnant. She definitely has no idea. Next question, are you planning on doing any traveling while pregnant? I am. When you guys see this, I think I'm gonna be in Australia. Next month, I'm also going to Europe. We haven't said where we're going yet. Then I'm also going back to Europe again in May. And then we'll be in California for a week in June. Probably won't plan anything for July. I'm due at like the very end of August. The next question is, will you become a family vlogger? And I honestly don't know how to answer this because I feel like technically yes, like if we have a baby and we're vlogging, then it's like a family who vlogs and our baby will be in our vlogs. That's another question is like, are you gonna show the baby? And we will, like we'll just vlog how we normally do now, just like what we're doing in our day-to-day lives. So obviously a lot of the content will be featuring our baby. I don't know what the difference is between just like what I do now and like a family vlogger besides if you have a kid. So are you going to take a maternity leave? I also don't really know how to answer this because I do YouTube and everything for a living. So I'm kind of my own boss and can control like when I'm working, when I'm posting, what I'm doing. I definitely will try to have all of like my sponsorships and stuff completed, but I don't really think we'll take much of a break from YouTube. If anything, it would be like maybe a week or 2 after the baby is born. I know that we're gonna want to be putting up like our birth vlog and like the meet the baby vlog and everything like that. We'll just see how we feel. If we feel like we need a break, then we'll take a break. Do you do any exercises while pregnant to keep your body strong? I have been going to the gym, especially again since I feel so good. I have like no reason not to. Like it's not unhealthy to work out. It's actually like recommended to work out during pregnancy. You just have to be smart and do like what you can actually do and just listen to your body. Next question, what is one major thing you hope to teach your daughter? I feel like I didn't really have to think this hard about this one when I saw it because I already knew something that was really important to me, and that is to live your life for yourself, aka don't be a people pleaser. I am just a person that lives my life for me. Obviously, I still care about my friends and family. I want to make them happy, but I don't do things like I just don't ever feel pressure from people, or I'm not a people pleaser at all. And I think that's one reason that I love to be a YouTuber, because I know like so many YouTubers that just feel so much pressure from people to like please everyone, and I am just not that way at all. And I think it's so important. A lot of people in my position would feel like, oh, I have to be a role model because I have millions of people following me. But I don't have to be a role model. I don't want to be a role model. I am living my life for me, and if you think that I'm a good example, that's awesome, but I'm not doing that to be a role model to other people. I'm just being me and living my life for myself. Next question, are you naming the baby after someone in your family or just a name that you heard and really liked? And also, I'll just add into this, are you giving her a middle name? Because a lot of people ask that. And I also feel like a lot of the time family names like are used as middle names, and I am not big on using family names, and we're also not giving her a middle name. Do you think people judge you because you got pregnant so young? I actually feel like I'm older than I wanted to be when I got pregnant. I really wanted to have my first baby. Just going by not where I was in life, but going by like only the age that I was, I would have wanted to have my first baby in like the first half of my like being 22, but I'm gonna be 23 when I have my baby, and I feel like it's the perfect time in my life to have a baby. I kind of wanted to be done having all my kids by the time that I'm like 30 or 31, and I think I want them all like 3 years apart. So if I would have had a baby at like 22, 25, 28, and then like 30 or 31, I think that would have been good. Having my first baby at 23, obviously that's still young, and I feel like that's not really even answering the question because it's about people judging me, but I'm just saying that like I would have been okay with having a baby like a year ago. I don't know if people will judge me, and honestly I don't care. Will you still do normal non-baby related videos even after the baby is born? Yes, I will. Obviously my YouTube channel, this channel, and my vlog channel are just about like what's going on in my life, so there will be a lot of baby videos, but I also have like other things going on as well. Next question, do you think you could have waited to find out if you're having a boy or a girl until birth? No, I could not have waited. I just like needed to know so bad, and obviously like literally if it's a boy or a girl doesn't determine anything about who the baby's actually going to be or like what their interests are going to be. I definitely could not have waited until the baby was born at all. That was like not even, I didn't even consider it. Okay, last question. How has your pregnancy and like your symptoms affected your relationship with Parker? I actually feel like we are like closer than ever. For the most part, I have felt really good, been fine. Haven't really been super emotional at all. There's been like a couple times where I feel like I'm more sensitive than normal, but for the most part, I feel like it's just brought us closer, which has been really fun. I'm super excited to see him become a little daddy. So those are all of the questions. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I do want to do like a second pregnancy Q&A later on. I think I'm going to do like a second trimester update after that's over, and then I'll also probably do a Q&A closer to the end of my second trimester when I actually have like more symptoms and a belly and stuff like that. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!